Welcome back to Sommeliaide, your tastemaker for every little thing. And would I even be me if I didn't give y'all a gift giving guide for this holiday season? The answer is no, I wouldn't be me. So you're getting a gift guide for this holiday season. But here's the thing. I am traveling this week. I am obviously not in the studio, so this is gonna be a real quick and dirty rundown, but I have been thinking about things I wanted to show y'all that make really, really great gifts for this holiday season at different price points. So I've got different price points for you guys: under $50, under $100, under $250, under $500, and under $1,000, and why I feel like they make really, really good gifts for you to consider. And let me know if you're interested in having links to all these things. I can grab the links and put them in the description box if anyone is interested. But yeah, we will be talking about great gifts for this holiday season at different price points. And let me know if you end up buying any of these things and looking them up and they give you inspiration. I really, really want to know. Like and subscribe to this channel because I really, really need the engagement to continue to grow. So with all that being said, let's talk about some things. So first things first, under $50. I got my phone in front of me, so please forgive me for looking down. Some things I want to say even before I jump right into the list. In general, if you want to have a lot of really good feedback, or rather I've received a lot of really good feedback about gifts I've given because they're things that you wouldn't necessarily buy for yourself, but you still are kind of curious or interested in wanting. I gave an example on my TikTok of a $100 candle. Yes, most of us are not in the habit of buying $100 candles every day because we may think that we can get the same thing at a cheaper price point. But sometimes that $100 candle ends up being significantly better than anything you can get for $20, for $15, for what you can get on clearance at TJ Maxx. Sometimes a $100 candle is needed for the occasion, and you will not know that unless you have experienced a $100 candle before. So those are the type of gifts that I like to give. Maybe not specifically a $100 candle, but things that aren't things that I would necessarily buy for myself on a regular basis, but kind of teaches you about the world and expands your horizons around what you might think you want for yourself. So with that being said, as a general guideline, let's talk into specific examples of gifts that kind of meet that mark. So let's start with stocking stuffers and $50 gifts. So first things first, silk hair ties. So I am obviously a visibly Black girl, American Black girl, and my entire life I felt like silk hair ties for people who had really, really fine hair, but my hair is just as delicate as anybody else's, and silk hair ties are a really great alternative in my opinion to a silk pillow. It's not a replacement for a silk pillow, but silk hair ties in general are pretty expensive. They can retail up to $20. I found one silk hair tie that I really, really like. It was a silk scrunchie on Amazon for $9, and the quality just wasn't there for the price. It's a $9 scrunchie. That's expensive. Anyway, silk hair ties are a great way to be gentle with your hair. No matter what texture your hair is, fine, full, whatever, your hair deserves to be gently interacted with. So I do feel that silk hair ties are a great thing that I might necessarily buy for myself because again, I think for a bunch of silk hair ties, it's $25. And that's a lot of money when you can buy a whole roll of hair ties from Target for $3. But silk hair ties are really good for your hair. They're gentler, they're less abrasive, and I've seen a lot of hair growth with my own natural hair because I do have found some silk hair ties, and they make great gifts as stocking stuffers. So silk hair ties, that's the first one, under $50. Next one, sheet masks, facial sheet masks. So if you are not a person that is super deep into skincare, or you know someone that needs to be more into skincare and they aren't super deep to it, silk sheet masks are really, really healthy and can be very, very hydrating for your skin. And frankly, I feel like I never have enough of them at my house, and my family never has enough of them at their disposal. They cost I would say a good sheet mask. I really love the Dr. Jart ones. Those are by far my favorites. I buy them the most often. I think they're almost $10. I'll double check on the price for y'all, but they cost a lot. No, sorry, they don't cost that much. So yeah, sheet mask is another one for your face. Next one, fancy moisturizers. So a lot of us may be going to a local drugstore or a corner store to get our daily moisturizer. CeraVe I know is incredibly popular and very cost efficient, but nicer moisturizers sometimes, not always, produce nicer results. So here are some moisturizers that I really like that I think you guys may consider trying for someone that might need a nicer moisturizer in their life because they're so used to using whatever they're habitually using, like Vaseline or something. Sometimes when you teach people or show something better, they do better. Not always, but sometimes. So, don't quote me, but that's another one that I've had a lot of success with. And finally, stuff for under $50, sunscreens. Sunscreens can be very, very expensive, and sunscreen is something that everybody should be using in their daily facial routine. Something that my mom asked me last time I was home was like, hey, Bria, how is your skin looking so healthy and glowy? I said it's because I use a daily sunscreen every day. I know a lot of people, myself included, thought that sunscreens were like all the way up until probably I was about 26 or 27. Sunscreens were something that I was like, I don't know, man, like they leave a white cast and I just don't feel like it's for me or like worth it. But sunscreen is literally how you make sure your skin maintains its elasticity and healthiness, protecting it from the sun every single day. Even if you have a job where you're sitting inside all day, you still need to wear sunscreen if you want to protect your skin and get that beautiful, beautiful glow. And there's a lot of really reasonable options for sunscreen now. Like there's sunscreen sticks, which I absolutely adore. There's really, really sheer clear sunscreen like they have from the Supergoop collection. They've got sunscreens that match your skin tone. They've got sunscreens that don't even look like sunscreens. Like sunscreen technology has like catapulted into the future. We are in I don't even want to date myself if you watch this in the future, but we are in the future now. Sunscreen is excellent. You can't even tell that you're wearing it half the time. It's easy to put on and accessible and like convenient, and we should all be wearing it. So get yourself a really nice expensive sunscreen and gift that to your friends and family because it's good for them and it's likely good for you. And you know, sunscreen is important. Everyone should wear it. Anyway, I think you guys are getting the point. So that is my first under $50 list. The next one I've got for you guys is gifts under $100. So fragrances. You may have seen my Sommeliaide episode about how to find your signature fragrance and all about fragrances. And if you haven't, you should watch it. I will try to link it right here. But fragrance and fragrance gift sets are excellent gifts. They show like my very first fragrance. I tell this story in the episode about fragrances. Is my very first like big girl luxury fragrance came from somebody in my life who really cared about me and like knew my personality well and was like, this matches your personality, and I wear it all of the time. Like I absolutely loved it because he was right. It matched my personality in a way that I probably wouldn't be able to identify for myself as a person who was new to fragrances, like luxury fragrances. And that same spirit exists when I give people gifts. Someone gifted me a fragrance that outside of that situation I just described, someone gifted me a fragrance that was the same fragrance because they said it reminded me of them. Anyway, watch the episode, I give the full story, but the point is fragrances make great gifts. And also fragrance sets make great gifts. They sell them I got a really great fragrance set from Nordstrom. Cartier has a really great fragrance set, and sometimes they'll give you the travel and the full size. I got that a few years ago. It's called Pasha from Cartier. That's a really good one. And then gentlemen fragrances are also really great gifts because sometimes guys get caught in their own bubble and they're not like pushing outside of that expansion of what they think is possible or good for men. I'm rambling a little bit, but what I'm trying to say is fragrances make good gifts and they usually cost under $100 to get like a good one. So that's one. The next one I love for under $100 is La Mer's hand cream. I think no, I don't have it. I have it somewhere in this room, but La Mer has a $80 hand cream that has absolutely changed the way not even the way that I moisturize, because you can put any type of lotion on your hands, but I did find that I was getting, like my hands were getting wrinkly as I got older, and I bought this very, very expensive hand cream and I love it. I feel like it is absolutely worth the money, and no one would know that unless they bought an $80 hand cream and were interested in trying it. So La Mer's hand cream, that's another really good one. Candle gift sets in the same spirit of the fragrance gift sets. Like I love a nice candle. And again, not all of us are going to spend $100 on a candle, but I love a nice candle. I really, really do. And the best way to tell like if it's worth it to buy these super duper expensive candles is to buy candle sets. I know Sephora had one last holiday season, like a candle set of these like, you know, $100 plus candles, but in like the miniature form. And I think that's how I found out about my favorite expensive candle, which is Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. That candle is my absolute favorite expensive candle. I always have it out whenever I have guests over and they're always like, wow, a vibe, how cozy, how delicious. So I'm telling you all the secrets now. That's what my house smells like, and it smells great. Alrighty, push it forward. So there is a rose gold and also a silver and a gold barkeeping kit on Amazon. It's beautiful. It has this absolutely beautiful detailed embroidery, and it's like $56 or something for the whole bar set. And I love it. If you watch any of my content, you know I love a good mixed drink, and I love doing it in an aesthetically pleasing manner. And this bar set is new to me. I've seen a couple people on TikTok with it, but it's really cool and beautiful. I'll include a screenshot of it here, but like, yeah, this bar set is an excellent pick too for under $100. Fancy lotions. So last year I gave my mom the Fenty Parfum body cream. It cost like 86 bucks, but it is such a beautiful, beautiful, rich body butter. It is so nice. Like my mom said she would wear it like on special occasions when she really wanted to make herself feel luxurious and special, or like when she was going out with friends and she really wanted to add that extra oomph. I gifted that to her, and then when she found out how much it cost, she was like, oh my gosh, now I know what I need to buy when I have that special occasion. So that's another one, like fancy lotions like the Fenty Parfum body cream. If you have any other favorite body creams, like really high-end lotions, I am like a lotion connoisseur. I love expensive lotions, but I would say the one I would like for sure recommend for that price point is the Fenty Parfum body cream. So that's one. Next gift under $100, Bombas socks. I think that a lot of us give like socks and things to our friends and families and relatives. But I would say after hearing like tons and tons of Bombas commercials in my podcast, I was kind of just like jaded. I was like, okay, Bombas, whatever. They keep begging me to buy their socks. They can't be worth it. But then I bought some Bombas socks. I bought their compression socks because I was I fly a lot and I wanted like a really high quality compression sock. Their socks are so nice, like so nice. Like I don't have any sponsors on this channel yet, but like for real, Bombas socks are nice and they're worth the money. Yes, they cost a little pretty penny, but they are incredibly nice. They're durable. They don't lose their color. They don't shrink in the wash. They stick to my, like even the low ones, they stick to my feet. Like it's quite impressive. Like, and I try my best to give Bombas socks to everyone that I know whenever I can. If you, I think in my birthday, I made a birthday vlog from my past birthday, and I gifted everyone some like floor Bombas socks, and I think they're a really big hit. Anyway, you guys get the point. Bombas socks, that's another one. The next thing under $100 that I've had a lot of success with is the Ring doorbell camera. So a lot of people in my life, even if you don't, like a lot of people in my life rent, but even if you don't rent, if you own, that Ring doorbell is worth, that thing is worth the money. I think it's about 56 to 60 bucks depending on the one that you get, whether the battery powered one or the one that is wired to your doorbell. But it is the best way to be able to keep a good track on your home security. Like, yes, there are alternatives, there's Google, but like I've experienced a lot of them. The Ring is the most like easy to use, easy to install, and it makes a dramatic difference in my perceived home security. Like, and not even just that, just I like knowing what packages come to my doorstep. Like the Ring doorbell is absolutely worth the money, and low-key, I think everyone should have one. Like it's nice. It's nice. I gifted one to my parents just like on a whim. I was like, yeah, I think I'll need this. And they have been loving it. Like they make a point to make sure, oh my gosh, I had no idea. I didn't even think about this. We thought we had, home security on lock, but this has added such a additional dimension. So that's another one, a Ring doorbell. And finally, in my under $100 section, we've got a towel stone. Now we're in the future now, we're in the 2020s. And while we do have, little placemats that we get out of the shower to dry ourselves off, there are now these really awesome things called towel stones that absorb all the liquid from your, like getting out of the shower immediately. And they don't stick to the bone, they don't smell, you don't have to wash them. They're just a stone that absorbs your liquids really well. And they have like completely revolutionized, like you no longer have this smelly mat that you have to replace every couple years to deal with. You just have a beautiful stone. If it gets dirty, you sand it down. And it works really well. It's a nice thing. It's a towel stone. It works great. So that's the last thing under $100 that I would recommend as like part of my gift guide is like the towel stones. Alrighty, moving forward, this is the longest list I have, the under $250 list of gifts to consider. So let's dive right in. The first one, a Tempur-Pedic full body pillow. I bought myself a Tempur-Pedic full body pillow from Home Depot, I believe it was, earlier this year, and I sleep so much better with it. It's better for your hips. It's better for your lower back if you sleep like, I guess, not orthopedically, but like, you know the word I'm thinking, like the word that means it's better for your body. Yeah, it's better for your body to sleep in like a grasping position. And if you don't have anyone to cuddle up with at night, then yeah, go. And even if you do, go ahead and get this Tempur-Pedic full body pillow. It's really, really nice. It is part of it has the Tempur-Pedic memory foam, material. And it's really nice. It helps me sleep better. And we should all be investing in our sleep whenever we can. Alrighty, pushing forward. Next thing, the Aveda hair products. Now, I am a person that has tried like every hair product under the sun. Like really, I used to subscribe to this thing called Curlbox. Very cutesy, very demure, but they are no longer in business, but they taught me a lot about natural hair products. And I have to say, whether you are a person of color or not, Aveda has a very expensive but very impressive line of products that have worked absolutely beautiful for not only my hair, but also for the hair of the people that I love. And they are all different hair textures and kinds, and they have a specific, like they make them for you. And I usually say that and they usually exclude people of color, but they're like Curl Quench, like the stuff in the green bottle. That stuff right there has worked wonders for my hair. I do use it on my hair. I use their co-wash actually today after a workout, and this is like the results, like, hello. I know the camera's moving around, so you can't really, okay, I think you guys get the point. Aveda products are really great. They're very expensive, and often people think that because they're so expensive, they're not worth it, but like, I gotta tell you, the Aveda products, absolutely worth it. They're really nice. And honestly, as a person that probably would not spend as much money for the Aveda products unless I had like little samples, and that's how I first got into them. Someone gave me a sample, I tried it on my hair, I was like, oh, results? Like, yes, I think you guys are getting it. Try the Aveda products, gift them to other people, because while they are expensive, they do produce superior results in my experience. So, something to consider. Alrighty. Next thing in my $250 list, we have Etsy custom stationery with foil. Now, I am a bougie girl. I really am. I love little things that show that you have customized something specifically for my care. And so I would love to receive, and what I have loved giving to other people is like customized stationery from paper foundries that have like foil of the person's name at the top. It gives very wealthy, it gives very rich, it gives thank you note from a curated source. Like it's a very nice touch. And I did find a foundry on Etsy that I really like working with. They are expensive, but they do create this most superior product. And if you guys know of a better place to get like high quality stuff that is like what they sell, please let me know. But yeah, I'll include a link to the foundry that I'm talking about from Etsy in the description box. Alrighty, next thing. If you are a person that is just looking for like a little emergency kit or like something to put like little things in, I have absolutely loved this mini Yeti, like they call it a go box. They come in the cutest little colors and I love it. You can put it in the back of your car as like an emergency kit if something happens. You can put little odds and ends into it. It even has a little top that you could take out and put back in. I love this go box. It's super duper cute and very portable and also just very convenient. Like you can put whatever you want in it. I think it's initially intended for like people who like to fish, but while I don't fish, I do love a cute little container, and this one has fit the bill. I've been really, really happy with it ever since I've owned it. So that's the Yeti Go Box, which, yeah, again, under $250, very cute. Next thing I like to have that I have given in the past is for people who live in cold places is this UGG comforter set. It is so comfortable. I gifted it to my brother when he first moved to New York because, you know, he was still figuring things out. I think his heater wasn't working or something crazy. Anyway, he has loved this UGG comforter set. Like, I know some people are like really cold or really hot sleepers. He said that he's never overheated with it. He's a really, really big fan of it. So that's the next one, the UGG comforter set. The next thing I want to recommend is a depression light or like a sad light. This is the one I gave again to my brother in his first year in New York. And he has absolutely loved it. If you are a person that struggles with seasonal depression, or you know someone that struggles with seasonal depression, it can make a dramatic difference when you wake up and the sun is down and you leave work or you leave where you're going and the sun is still down, just to have a little bit of light, just a little bit of light. It makes a wonderful gift. I've gotten a lot of really positive feedback from that one. So that's a sad or depression or just seasonal changes light that helps keep your circadian rhythm healthy, even though the sun is not keeping up with your normal patterns. Alrighty, pushing forward. I said this earlier, but Mason Margiela candles, like really, really nice, really, really fancy candles. You can figure them out from the candle sets, but Mason Margiela candles. And then I absolutely love, and if they ever see this for some reason, you already know it, Ponte Wax. Ponte Wax is the name of a small business that I found out about through a podcast. They make the nicest candles ever. They are like, their whole thing is they're a Barbados, the people who make the candles are from Barbados, and they wanted to make candles that smelled like home. And while I love Bath & Body Works and everything, a lot of their candles to me smell like sugar. They just smell like sugar, like you're burning sugar. But Ponte Wax smells like real things. They smell like clove, they smell like lemongrass, they smell like lavender, they smell like coconut, they smell like real things, which makes me such a loyal customer. They already know I'm a Ponte Wax fan. I've ordered from them so many times, and they're a Black-owned business, which I love supporting. Anyway, I say that to say Mason Margiela candles, Ponte Wax candles make awesome, awesome, awesome gifts for under $250. And I think the Ponte Wax, you can get 4 of their candles for two of their candles for $30 and more than that. I think Anyway, we'll have to check their prices, but they're excellent. I don't know if they're under 200. I know they're under 250, but I don't think they're not like in the 250 to 500 categories. They're a little cheaper than that. That's what I'm trying to say. Alrighty, let's push forward because this is starting to take me a little while. A Hatch, if you're not familiar with Hatch, it's like a white noise machine. I know a lot of people with children have Hatches, but I absolutely love Hatch because they have it'll like gently wake you up and gently put you to sleep if you're a person that likes to listen to white noise like YouTube or TV. Hatch is a great alternative for that. They use them a lot for babies, but for adults, they are also really helpful to help have like healthy, beautiful sleep, or just like noises, white noise in your sleep. And also they have nice wake up noises. They have like an alarm clock feature in them that is like very gentle, so you don't always have to wake up to your iPhone or whatever you usually wake up to that might be a bit harsher. So that's a Hatch. A Papier planner. Papier is a paper company for like a student in your life or someone that just might appreciate like a paper good, people who just aren't super digitally inclined when it comes to organizing themselves. A Papier planner is an awesome alternative. Like they make really high quality paper products and I've been really impressed with them. So that's Papier planners and pretty much everything on that website. They make beautiful stuff. They really do. Next, final around the mountain. I told you this is the longest section, 250, is a towel warmer. Bought a towel warmer for my parents in the wintertime, in the summertime, in the springtime. They absolutely love it. They throw their towels in before they go to the shower and they come out and they have a warmed, scented towel coming out. It's very luxurious, it's very fancy, and it's under $250. So if you're looking for something to gift to someone, why not? That would be a towel warmer. An air fryer. I was someone that was very skeptical about the air fryer wave. Like I was like, I have a toaster oven, I have a oven, I don't need an air fryer. But then someone gifted it to me and I literally use that thing every single week, like multiple times a day. I probably use it every single day. And I gifted one of my parents because they were also not familiar with the air fryer wave and now they use it every single day. Air fryers are worth it. They're worth the money. I never would have tried it if someone didn't gift it to me. So go ahead and skip ahead to the future like I did, like in a way that I would not have done. And go ahead and get yourself an air fryer. Okay, and finally, Hokas. Now, if you're not familiar with Hokas, Hokas are a shoe. Hokas is like, they look kind of like orthopedic shoes. And I myself was very like, I am a hot girl. I do not wear orthopedic shoes as comfortable as they may be. And then I was gifted some Hokas and I literally wear them every single day, no matter where I go. I actually recently gifted them to a friend of mine because they're the type of shoe that, because they're not super sexy, like I don't really need them. I can try to figure things out, but they are a game changer for my knee support, for my back support, and honestly, like, just go ahead and get you a pair. You don't have to have a bunch of pairs of Hokas, but do at least have one pair, and I do recommend the Clifton 9 or the Bondi 7 if you're looking like specifically for like a type of Hoka. Alrighty, those are all the gifts I'd recommend under $250. I know that was a long one, but that's the longest one to list. We're gonna like hopefully come right around the mountain here. So under $500. So first thing on that part is the Dior fragrance set. So Dior has absolutely beautiful fragrances, very expensive fragrances that, by the way, I found out the hard way, you can only buy or try at Saks Fifth Avenue stores. I was looking everywhere trying to find some of these Dior fragrances so I didn't have to buy the whole fragrance set. But yeah, it's really nice. I was gifted the Dior fragrance set last Christmas by a friend of mine and loved it. I just, as a person who's obsessed with fragrances, I think Christian Dior has a lot of really special and unique ones, very it girl fragrances or it gentleman fragrances, if that's what you're into. And their gift set is really great. It's a great way to discover their new fragrances if you are not a person that's gonna go into a Saks store and try and smell all the fragrances they have. So I loved that gift. And it is a really, really good one if you're thinking of getting someone something like high-end and special. And their gift packaging, absolutely stunning. And I'm pretty sure because of that gift, because of the gift and the gift packaging, that's how I found out about Dior 999, which is a red lipstick that I'm actually wearing today, right now. And I talk about in my Guide to Fall Red Lipsticks episode here on Sommeliaide. So check that out if you're interested. But yeah, that is not only the gift itself, but their gift packaging and also the extra gifts that they give you as part of the purchase makes it absolutely worth it. Check out the Dior fragrance set. Absolutely love that one. I mentioned this, I think on my TikTok video, I'm not sure if I might have edited it out, but basically there's an at-home smoker that Ninja sells that I bought my father for Father's Day a few years ago and he absolutely loves it. But yeah, go ahead and get yourself this and someone you love who likes to cook outdoors. This smoker, it's small, it's not like the big egg one, it's small, it's portable, so you can take it with you camping if you are interested in doing something like that. And basically it packs a punch, it's high quality, it cooks the meats and the fish absolutely beautifully, and it's just basically kind of cool, honestly. Like if you ever thought of smoking something, like, and you just didn't, you didn't have a smoker to do it, I think it adds like a beautiful high-end touch to like whatever you're doing. So, ooh, excuse me, a smoker. Next thing, a margarita machine. I know it sounds a little unusual, but honestly, there really is nothing like having a frozen margarita and the comfort of your own home and not paying $23 for it. Like, my parents have a margarita machine that I've been enjoying for a very long time. It's from Margaritaville. It's like the most expensive one because I tried to cut corners. It's so expensive, I don't want to do it. So I bought like a less expensive version of the Margaritaville machine. The only one worth having, to be perfectly honest with you, is this high-end one, the Margaritaville high-end one. So like, go ahead and buy it. It's worth it. It's a little bit loud, but it's very, very nice. That's a really great gift for people who like frozen margaritas. And it makes a great like little like favor if you're ever having like a game night in the summer or just really any gathering at your home. Margaritaville machine, that's a good one. Alrighty, coming around the mountain here, last two in my under $500 section. We've got the Oura Ring. So in every video you see me in, you guys see me in an Oura Ring. I love it. I gifted one to every member of my family last year because I'm really passionate about being aware of what's happening with my body. And the Oura Ring is such a great accountability tool. Like, I'm an Apple Watch girly, I have an Apple Watch, but I love the way that the Oura Ring and the Apple Watch interact with each other. It helps me have like a really comprehensive view of like my day-to-day health. So like, the Oura Ring specifically works. They give you 3 scores a day. They give you a readiness score, so how your heart is ready for the activities of the day, if you're slept really well or not. It gives you a sleep score, so how well you slept, and it gives you an activity score, so how much you're moving throughout the day. And that in combination with your, stand ring, your exercise ring, and your movement ring, and together, it's really made a really big difference in the way that I treat my body and the way that I treat my own recovery between workouts. And frankly, it's just worth it. The Oura Ring is worth the money. It's nice, it's good, it's pretty sleek and stylish. Like, it's great. I do recommend it. So the Oura Ring is the next thing. And finally, La Mer's Creme de la Mer. So I know people think that La Mer is like a cult. La Mer, if you don't know, is a moisturizer company. I mentioned their hand lotion earlier in this video. So La Mer is like, honestly, it's just something that you should try and see if it works for you. Some people think that it's like a hoax and like a waste of money. And while you can get similar results by not paying $300 plus for like this teeny tiny little hand facial cream, I would say it's worth trying to see if the money is like worth it for you personally. I tried it for a little while. I thought my skin did look better than it did with anything else I had used at that point. And I just really want to encourage people to try for themselves to see if that's something that's worth it for them. And again, makes a really great gift so people can try it for themselves and not pay all that money to to find out whether or not they like it or not. So, Creme de la Mer, it's up to you. I know some people have very strong feelings about it, but for me personally, when I tried it, I thought it was really, really nice, and I would have loved to be gifted it, and I gifted it to a person in my life, and they were very grateful they got to try it. Did they choose to spend that much money for themselves on Creme de la Mer? No, they did not, but they were really glad they know the option, and I feel like you guys should be able to have the option too. Alrighty, pushing forward to under $1,000 section. We're getting up there in price. So there's obviously the iPads, the iPhones, pretty much all the Apple products. Oh, I forgot to mention this in my list, but Apple Watch, I mean, you guys see it in every video. I absolutely love my Apple Watch. I was a late adapter to the Apple Watch. I got one after like, anyway, I got one late in life. I was very skeptical. I was like, last thing I need is another screen, but it really, as far as fitness trackers go, I think it's my favorite. It connects to the Apple ecosystem I'm already invested in, and it's under $500, so I should have added that one. But yes, Apple Watch, that's another one. But back to our regularly scheduled program, under $1,000. Apple products, yes, if that's what you're choosing to give. They're really great. I'm a person who loves Apple, so that's one. Next I would say is Red Light Facial Mask from Therabody. So I bought this mask for myself on a whim. I have it somewhere in this house, but I bought this mask for myself on a whim, and when I tell you it has completely changed my skin, like, I'm a person that used to really struggle with hormonal breakouts when my cycle was on, and bro, I don't even get those hormonal breakouts anymore because I use this mask every night before I go to bed. It has changed. It really has changed my skin. My skin is more elastic. My edges grew back. Like, I kid you not, like, I used to really struggle with a lot of thinning in my edges, and my edges grew back after I consistently used this mask. I've had the mask for a year now, and it's completely changed my skin. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It works. Like, it really, really works well for me, and it was absolutely worth the $750, I want to say I paid for it. But I mean, I wouldn't lie to y'all. It was absolutely worth the money. It changed my skin. My skin is healthier, more elastic. My edges grew back. It completely changed I don't struggle with breakouts anymore. Like, it completely changed my skin, and I'm so grateful I went on a whim and bought it. So if you're thinking about it, if you've heard about it, if you're curious about it, go ahead and get the Therabody Red Light Mask. It's excellent. It's really good. I don't know what else to say. It works great. Alrighty, and the last thing I have in my under $1,000 are luxury card holders. So I'm a person that never really got the card holder movement. Like, if you're not familiar, card holders are like those little leather things that you can put cards in. Sometimes they stick to the back of phones. And I'm the person that never really got it, but I started to see like the really nice Goyard card holders, the really nice Gucci card holders. There's a really beautiful one from Louis Vuitton that you might see all the time. Like, I am now realizing the value in card holders is that if you switch bags or switch purses a lot, you can keep your cards like safe and secure and not just like loosed in the bottom of your purse. And I'm starting to see the need for that. You can get a really sturdy card holder from pretty much like anywhere. You can get them from Amazon, but I think a luxury card holder just adds a little bit of a zhuzh. And again, it's something that isn't absolutely breaking the bank like most of the items at these at these luxury shops might do. Like if you want a Louis Vuitton card holder, I think it'll run you about $500. Contrast that to another one of their items, which can be $7,000 for a purse. So anyway, something nice, something really cool to have, something that adds a little bit of luxury to something that's every day is a card holder, and you can get them from most luxury shops. So that's another one. As a matter of fact, that's the last one under $1,000. Alrighty, $1,000 plus. Let's close it out with this. So first things first is the Hermes belt. I watched a video, I'll see if I can find the creator, but I was super curious about Hermes products when I was researching for my Sommeliaide episode about Birkins, and I was looking at the Hermes belts to see like, hey, that's not $1,000 belt. Like I understand the leather is quality, but that's like a lot of money. And what I've researched that everyone says is that it's literally like the last belt you ever own if you buy a belt from Hermes. And they're really cool because some of them are like reversible and you can get them thick, you can get them thin. Like they're just a really nice thing to have. So Hermes belts, that's the one I have. And I had another one here, but I think I mislabeled it. It says Louis Vuitton scarf, but as we discussed, Louis Vuitton scarf. Oh no, we didn't discuss this. Sorry, I'm getting my content confused. So last one, the Louis Vuitton scarf, while it is not over $1,000, the Louis Vuitton scarf is something that I bought for my mother for Mother's Day a few years ago. It costs under $500 and she gets a ton of compliments on it. And it adds a little bit, like if you want to give something luxury and you don't have like the money to buy, again, the $7,000, the really high-end big buck thing, you still get the beautiful packaging, you still get that elevated experience, but you can buy something that's like a little bit more affordable for a lot of people. So like the $500 scarf is something that is usable, really high quality, really fashionable. And I know my mother gets a lot of compliments. She travels with it like everywhere she goes. She gets a lot of compliments on that scarf. So, alrighty. I have literally talked to this camera for 30 minutes straight. So please tell me if you end up watching all of this. If you stuck with me to the end, thank you, because this took a little minute. I was expecting this. When I went through my list, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I have enough. But now that I'm looking at the time it took me to walk through all this, yeah, please let me know what you think though. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you. If you stuck around with me for this long, go ahead and just hit subscribe. You're a person that should be a part of the family at this point. But yeah, that's my gift guide. Please let me know if y'all end up buying some of this. If I get a lot of engagement on this video, I'll go ahead and post the links to a lot of the stuff that I just listed. But I hope everyone, regardless if you buy this stuff or not, has a wonderful holiday season. And as my mother and my friends and family continue to remind me, gift giving is about the spirit of the gift, not whether or not the person, well, I'll rephrase that. It's about the spirit of giving. So I hope that this video has given you a lot of hope and inspiration in the spirit of giving. I hope people like the gifts, and please just give me some feedback. Let me know if this was helpful or not. Alrighty, y'all, you have heard enough of me talk. Thank you for your time. I will see you guys next week on Sommeliaide. And for now, I'll see y'all later. Bye for now.